Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. We are here with your NFL picks for the day. I made a deal with you guys yesterday. If we got more than 30 likes, I would give you guys my full NFL card every game I'm betting, and you guys crushed that. So thank you very much. Today, everyone's going to be getting my full card, everything I'm taking in NFL, and I have a baseball game for you guys as well. We got off to an awesome start yesterday. 6-1 in the morning. Some of you guys were able to get down on the Phillies game, make it 7-1, and then we proceeded to go 0-4. Ugly. Ugly after. Ugly evening. So, it is what it is. So, we finished 7-5 on the baseball game. You guys had Bet Online and Heritage, and there was a couple spots around Vegas where you get the 8.5. One messaged me saying you get 8.5 for minus 120. So perfect. But I know a lot of you guys, you're messaging me right before game time, and it was still at 9. You couldn't buy the line down, whatever the case may be. So, you know what? You laid off that time, missed out, but that's okay, guys. That's we like the value at 8.5 a lot better than 9. But again, a lot of you guys were able to get down at 8.5. So perfect. So finished 7-5 on the day. Thought it was going to be a lot better than that. I mean, after going 7-1 to start the day, you want to keep that going, but 0-4 turned it around quickly. So I have 11 picks for you guys, and I'm going to try and get through these, as quick as possible. Again, I know you guys don't want to be on here for, an hour. And right now it is 8 p.m. Vegas time. It's about 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to try and release the video tonight, like before midnight Eastern Standard Time. And get it up so you guys have a lot of time to review it. And some of the lines, if you're watching the video, get them in as soon as possible because you don't want the lines going away from you guys. Let's get started. Okay, first game, guys, Carolina, Houston. All right. I'm going to, again, ask you guys to take a look around and see if you can find under 48. So our play is going to be under 48. I'm finding under 48 at minus 117 right now. Okay, so pretty well, like most books, you should be able to find under 48 at minus 110, minus 120, somewhere in that range. If you have to on this game, because we like that half point difference there at 48. If you have to, take it up to 125, so up to minus 125, but you should be able to find 115, 117 for the under 48. There's 84% of the money right now on this game on the over, but Vegas has only moved it a half point, or actually in some places a full point. But you'd expect that line to be up more than that. So I like the under in this game. Again, with this particular game, I like Carolina, not completely shut Houston down, but they're going to at least make them uncomfortable on offense. I think they're going to have to do a lot more running than they would normally do just to be able to sell play action. Because if you're not selling play action against Carolina, you're not going to have a lot of success. So I think it's going to force them to do that. They're going to have to take the ball on the ground, chew up clock. So I like the under 48 in that. On to the next game. We have Detroit, Kansas City. Public loves Kansas City in this game. We got 81% of the bets and 74% of the money coming in on Kansas City. But we definitely have some sharp plays on Detroit. 19% of the bets, but 26% of the money is on Detroit. So not much in the way of bets. Guys, these are the bets that Vegas was built on, right? These are the bets that Vegas sportsbooks were built on. Here's what we're going to do in this game. We're going to take Detroit. Again, I know some of you guys just bet at one site or at one bookie. If you are considering doing this seriously, you need multiple sites because you need to be able to shop lines. But the line I'm putting out here is at a lot of sports books. I checked out quite a few, and it's available at most of them. Is Detroit plus 7.5 at minus 125. So we're going to buy that hook, take it to 7.5, and lay minus 125 in that game. All right. Next game. Sorry, guys. And again, I apologize. I'm going through these quickly because we have 11 games to go through. So it's not as detailed as when I do just the one daily pick for you guys. But if you have any questions or anything, again, Sunday is a very busy day, but I'll try to get back to you guys as quick as I can. So we have Baltimore, Cleveland. We're going to take Cleveland at +7 in this game. So again, I've talked about this in previous videos. We have September division dogs on the road getting less than 50% of the money. So less than 50% of the money, in this case 25% of the money, not much, is coming in on Cleveland. So when that happens in September, division dogs on the road getting less than 50% of the money, cover the spread 64.9% of the time. These are like static Vegas trap lines. These are trap lines that Vegas has that they can rely on that money coming in on the wrong side. And 64.9% of the time, Vegas wins. So we like Cleveland +7 in this game. All right, Washington, New York Giants. Similar story. We like Washington getting 3 points in this game. So the line opened up a lot closer. I think it was opened up originally at 1. Washington's moved up to +3. So Washington obviously hasn't had a lot of success this year, but I look for Washington to actually get their offense on track against the Giants. Again, getting those 3 points, getting the points on the road, less than 50% of the money. So only 41% of the money right now is on Washington. And I think this is the game that Washington can actually win outright. But still, we're going to take the 3 points, guys. It's so pivotal in a lot of these games where it comes down to 3 points here or there. So I think Washington very capable of winning this game outright. Probably wins this game outright more than 50% of the time. But that being said, let's lock in. We'll get our 64.9% and take the +3 on this game, guys. So good news and bad news for you guys here. The good news is I'm not betting on Miami this week. They're probably going to cover now. But I'm not betting on Miami this week. But I am betting against New England again. Yep. So here's what we're doing, guys. We have New England. And so here's what's happened. So this line is like fluctuated like crazy. And there's a lot of bets coming into this game. So this line's bouncing around like crazy. Some places, Buffalo's +7. Some places are +8. I feel like the consensus at most places is +7.5. So that's what I'm going to tell you guys is take Buffalo at 7.5. If you can only get them at 7, don't want them. Want them at 7.5. Now, there was early steam on New England. Okay, so there were some sharp bettors put some money down on New England early on. This is earlier on in the week, as soon as the lines are released. Now, the last 7 steam plays, that's a lot of steam plays, have been on Buffalo. Every single one of them have been on Buffalo. And that's like, the sharps are looking where the money's going. I think it's probably a lot of sharps who bet New England early are covering or just like laying off their bet, or they're switching sides. They're heading over to Buffalo. I think Buffalo is the play on this, guys. They're only getting 23% of the money. Now, they're also a division dog, getting less than 50% of the money, but at home. So when a division dog in September gets less than 50% of the money at home, they're 62.1%. On the road, they're 64.9%, but still 62.1%. We really like that. So, sorry to you guys. Actually, you know what? Whatever. We covered against New England last week. So, but I know some of you guys just always think it's a bad strategy to bet against New England. I think the public. Well, I know the public's all over New England this game. It looks very attractive at -7. I like Buffalo 7.5 in this game, guys. Next game, we have Seattle, Arizona. We are going to take Arizona +5.5. Little bit of not a whole lot, but there's a few sharp plays on Arizona. There was a sharp play on like a steam bet on Seattle, but it's at a smaller book, and I don't give those a lot of value. So again, we're dealing with a division dog getting less than 50% of the money. They're only getting 46%. So as I said, that comes in 62.1% of the time. So we're going to take Arizona +5.5. All right, I've got a couple total plays for you guys. So the first game, Minnesota, Chicago. The line on that moved to 38. Here's what I think happened. Okay, so the line opened up at 39. I think that it's probably a line that could have opened up at 40, but I think Vegas wanted that early over money. So when we're dealing with low totals, so a total in this case of 38, we'll just use 38. So when you're dealing with a total in the game of 38, and you have a wind of 9 to 12 miles per hour, which it's obviously not like, gale force hurricane winds, but it does, it makes a difference and subtleties. The under comes in 21-7. Okay. So that's exactly 38 on the total. So again, this line opened up at 39. Some steam plays came in on the under right away, knocked it down to 38. I think Vegas planned to take this line hopefully up to 40 and get some more money on the over. But at this point in time, they're taking heavy money on the over anyways, which, is ultimately what Vegas wants. But they did have to drop that line because, again, they're worried about the Sharps hammering them huge money on the under. So we like Minnesota, Chicago, under 38 in that game. Next game, we have Denver, Jacksonville. This line moved a little bit on us, unfortunately, but still like it. Dealing with a low total, 37.5 in this game. We got an 18-mile-an-hour wind. So 18-mile-an-hour wind, it affects your passing, affects your kicking. And again, this is a game where the public likes the over in this game. But, we're comfortable with the spread of money on this game. That, it's not, it's not like, that the Sharps are 100% on the under in this game. And I want to be clear about that because I think there is some sharp money on the over. But at the end of the day, I still think there's a really strong play on the under, even though that line's moved. So the line moved 37.5. We're going to take the under 37.5 here, guys. So, yeah. Then we have, where are we here? Okay, sorry guys. LA Rams and Tampa Bay. So Rams, Tampa Bay. This is just a straightforward following steam and reverse line moves. There's 9 steam and reverse line moves from Sharps at 888, Pinnacle, Chris, like some good books, all on the under, all of them on the under. So we're just going to jump on board with, people smarter than we are and ride their coattails to success. So we're going to take under 49, LA Rams, Tampa Bay. I'm going to give you guys Sunday night game. I like the Sunday night game. New Orleans in this game, only getting 38% of the bets, 42% of the money. So we're going to fade the public. And not only are we going to fade the public on this one, but we have reverse line moves. We have steam plays, like sharp bets. And last time I checked, there was 9 steam plays and reverse line moves. And every single one, again, is on New Orleans, which is rare. Now, what's happened because of this is even though more money is coming in against New Orleans, they've still dropped the line down from 3 to 2.5. But I want to get that 3 points, guys. So what we're going to do in the Sunday night game is we're taking New Orleans plus 3 at minus 130, up to minus 130, guys. You might be able to find it cheaper than that depending on your book, but that's what we're going to do. All right, so now we have baseball play. Now, of all the plays, guys, get this one in now. Trust me. See if I know what I'm talking about in this game, guys. Okay? The line opened up. It's the New York Yankees, Texas Rangers. Okay? Line opened up at 11. We have an under pitcher, under umpire. We have a win coming in at 13. Jordan Baker, under umpire, comes in 54.2%. I'm telling you guys, this line will not stay at 11. I mean, New York Yankees, unbelievable offense. Texas can rip the ball in Texas. A lot of overs come in Texas. 11 is the wrong number on this game, guys. Under umpire, under pitcher, probably 10 to 10.5 is the line. So 11 is value. We're going to take the under in this game, guys. So under 11, that's basically it, guys. So anyways, I rhymed those off for you guys. Those are the plays for today. And that's it. So thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. And as always, have a very lucky day.